Well, guys, you ever do one of those things where you say something, it's kind of a joke, and bring up a topic as a joke on a conversation? Kind of has a point, right? But you're just kind of joking. But you end up asking these questions and making a point that you kind of wish you hadn't had. Oh, that just happened to me today. I want to tell you about it. 100% juice. Crazy. So I said, hey, how is it that it can be labeled 100% juice and they put water in it? Now, I understand. I understand how they do it. They boil it out, and they make it a concentrate, and then they add water back. But that's not what I'm. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. It's just not. How do we even know it's 100% juice? Like, do they know the same exact that they boiled out, and then they put that amount back? Like, has the same amount of sugars and everything in there? I mean, very, very bizarre. I understand how they do it. I understand that we're able to do it just because they say water, but just doesn't make quite sense, right? Simple analogy. Just think hypothetical. We're in a little different quantum universe, right? Let's say I was going to sell a gallon of pizza, and the way it's supposed to be, you think you're going to get an entire gallon full of pizza. Cool. Could be a good amount, right? Let's say gallon of pizza, $10. All right. So you say $10, that's probably about a large pizza shoved in there. Nah, a gallon, maybe a little less. Let's say between a medium and a large. All right. So you're expecting a gallon of pizza for $10. But then what they did for your pizza is they put one slice of pizza in there and then filled the rest with water. Now you'd be upset because that wasn't a gallon pizza. Now I know that that's not how they sell pizza. I know it's just a weird analogy, but is that the way they do juice? I don't know. I, I don't know. Do we know? Is there any accountability? I mean, they're just putting concentrate in water. How much concentrate is in there? And there may be some law. I don't know. I don't know if there's some law or official guidance, but even if there was, they might not follow it. It could be 10%, could be 90% juice, 90% water, or 10% water. We don't know. Like, it's just weird. 100% juice. It doesn't make sense. Now, I did find the best, the best apple juice that I've had is from Walmart. I know, big corporation. It's not very healthy right now, is it? Going to Walmart, we shouldn't be doing it, but it's almost like that's what our government's pushing us to, right? Dropping out the small businesses, so we all do Walmart and Amazon. Well, at Walmart, they have this, not from concentrate juice. Like all the other ones are from concentrate. This one's not from concentrate. And it's $2.73 at my Walmart, where the other ones are about $2.30. So it's about, you know, it's about 40 cents more. I can't remember. It was 40 or 50 cents price difference. And it was delicious. Delicious juice. It's the way it should be. Not from concentrate means that they didn't boil the water out and then reconstitute it, which means adding more water. So that's the way it should be. That's 100% juice. I don't really think you can call it 100% juice if you do it the other way. One way that I described it is, look, you're taking the. I'm just gonna be blunt. Just gonna do it. Just gonna describe it. You take this. You take the water that's flown through the ground, gone up through the roots and into the tree, and into the fruit eventually. I mean, that's a very, very simplified explanation. But this water is taking this natural process and filtered through the ground and through the fruit and everything. This is nice natural water. We'll just boil all that off. And then let's add in water from as a big corporation, they're getting manufacturing. They want to cut costs as much as possible. So where do they pull it from? A public water source. What's that? Chlorinated, fluoridated. You know, probably most of the drinking water, well, I can't say most of the drinking water, but I know quite a bit could be from sewage plants. They take sewage, stuff that goes down the toilet, anything and everything, including medications. Yeah, sewage, we get medicated by our drinking water. Anyways, very small percentage, but they take the sewage and they get the water from that. And is that the water that's going into our 100% juice? It's kind of a scary thought, kind of something I don't want to think about. But it probably is. So I mean, this can be something that we look at as a burden. Oh, darn hell, you know, these corrupt corporations, they're poisoning us. We can take it very nefariously, or we just take it as a thing of power and say that maybe we should look at these manufacturing locations on our food and see where they're getting the water from, because maybe it makes a difference, right? Now let me explain. Why would that make a difference? It's just water, right? I'm not quite sure. Let's say you paid a bunch of money for Amazonian kiwis. I don't know if they sell kiwis in the Amazon, but you paid a lot of money. You think that's going to taste really good. It'd be delicious. But we took your kiwis and this is what we did. Your kiwis, your Amazonian kiwis. We boiled out all the water, and then we added water from Flint, Michigan. Yeah, it's very dirty water, probably like heavy metals and all kinds of stuff that you shouldn't be eating, but it's now Amazon kiwi juice. What? I mean, it's made from concentrates from Amazon kiwis. Might even be organic Amazon kiwis. 100% organic Amazon kiwi juice with water from Flint, Michigan. That's just nasty, you know. So maybe we should look at these manufacturing locations. You know, I'm not sure that it makes that big of difference. You know, thinking of this nefarious organization or something like that, but I just think it's another reason on why it's important to eat local, right? Eat from the farmer's market. You do barter with local farmers and local businesses, and you know where this manufacturing process has been. And so, you know, why we just thought about 100% juice? Gosh, that's just kind of a joke. Like how can they call it 100% juice when they add water? But it makes me really think about like the manufacturing process of this country. And maybe we need to put a little more thought into our consumer process. I mean, if we have people spending so much money on their drinking water, are we putting enough thought into our eating water? It's just one of those things. Maggie, Will, and Bella, we're out. Take care. God loves you. God loves you, everybody. Look, there's this thing called Imuna, and the Christians don't talk about this as much, but this is a Jewish teaching, and it's the same God. It's the same God. They just have different ways of interpreting and different ways of talking about the same books of the Bible, the same books. Imuna is faith, but it's so much more than that. What it means is that, look, God loves you, okay? Right before anything, God loved you. Do you know how much He loved you? God loved you so much. He just had this pure, absolute love for you. And then you sinned. You know, He just asked us to kind of be good, follow His teachings, and then you sinned. But the beauty is that God loves you the same as He did before that. Not one drop less. And there was nothing that you can do. Nothing. It's beautiful. There's nothing that you could do to make Him love you any less. It's a beautiful thing, because when we often think of forgiveness, it's almost like, okay, you know what? I let this guy in and he hurt me so much. He hurt me so much. I let him into my heart, and I'm going to forgive him. but I'm going to be guarded. I'm going to keep them out. But God doesn't do that. God loves you regardlessly. He says he still has that same amount of love for you that he did as before. No matter what you did, he still loves you. No matter what he did. No matter what you did or what anybody did, he still loves them the same amount too. Maybe that's something that you needed to hear, but maybe someone in your life needs to know that also. That no matter what that person did, God still loves them. That it hasn't changed. Like, if they used to feel that God loved them, and then they feel that they strayed. No, God hasn't strayed from you. God is still right there with you, the same, and nothing can change that. So, guys, it's beautiful. So 100% juice. It's just 100% juice. How can they call it 100% juice when they add water to it? And God loves you. Thanks, guys.